Hello Virgo, welcome to your February monthly reading. We're going to take a look at the sun, moon, and rising sign of Virgo. This is a general reading, so take from the reading what actually is applicable for you, let go of the rest, and I do recommend, as always, to watch all your sun, your moon, rising, and if romance is on the brain, watch your Venus sign as well. So let me pull out the cards. We're going to take a look at what's going on for you first, and then we're going to look at other people, other experiences, anything that I see coming through. I will translate it through the cards for you. Now this month is going to be a great month. I'm here to tell you the Ace of Wands was on the bottom of the deck as I'm calling in for our beautiful Virgos, and what I'm seeing is you're going to have an opportunity to meet with somebody. Okay, Mercury's in retrograde. This does not mean it's the person that hurt you. I feel for a lot of you, this is somebody you haven't spoken with in a very, very, very long time. Where this is that big moment that the two of you are going to reconvene and say, I didn't like this, why did you leave me? And it's going to come back around in a very positive way. And for a lot of you, I feel this is a family member, not necessarily on a romance level at all. Now, here are the cards that came out for you. We're going to see how that fits into the reading. That's the vision, and that's what I heard as we start this beautiful reading. In the first week, we have this card, the World. This is completing a chapter in your life, and that may have a lot to do with what I just said. That completion process, releasing of something, never gaining that clarity, and although you've probably moved on and you're doing great, this is that moment where the universal energies are going to come in and say, no, this needs to be done so it never comes back again. So you don't get triggered in 20 years from now saying, oh, I wonder what if. All right, so this is like that final completion, and it's going to put you in a brand new path. Now, you may have already had this experience take place, okay? But again, for a lot of you, I feel it's a family member. We're going to pull some detail in a moment. But this is about you finalizing something, finally coming to the end of a segment that may have been extremely challenging and daunting and yet invigorating all at the same time. So that would be like getting your going to college and getting your degree and feeling I'm never going to get it. I'm never going to get these professors and the teachers and everything you're dealing with. And then in the end, it's like, I'm getting my degree. You're closing a chapter in your life, whatever it is, and it was something that was extremely challenging for you. Now, right next to it, we have the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles, we also have the Eight of Swords in reverse, and we have the sign of the Star card here. So the Five of Pentacles, this is the lack. This is that lack of clarity that I'm speaking about, and it's removing any of the negativity in you. Sometimes we can move on, like I said, and we can build and we can grow and we can really prosper in some ways, but there's still that lingering lack that can be there. But for a lot of you, I feel this is that completion where you might be a little bit energetically drained. Your finances, all of your resources are going to feel, it's going to feel like, oh my gosh, I'm so depleted. I got this wonderful opportunity. I got this degree. I got whatever it was you were trying to close in your life. Starting off a brand new chapter in your life. Feeling a lack, okay? And that again is why we want to make sure that this does not trigger you back into anything. And it doesn't have to be with the person. It can be in your mind. This can be the job experience where you never got clarity why you were let go of a specific position that you loved. A lack and reuniting can happen without another person anywhere near us. This is that moment where you're getting ready to come out of it in the month of February. The Eight of Swords, and they're showing me you're going to literally like say, I want to say a bad word right now, like F it and let it go, and it is removed, it is gone. And it's going to help you see how to move forward. Now, according to Tarot, that card is a very negative card, but that's what I feel you're coming out of. You were stuck, and in that third week, whatever you've been through is coming to this big completion because you've done all the inner work, you've done the healing, you've accomplished the goals that you set forward for yourself. So this is that moment where some of you are rising up into a place of stardom. Putting your portfolio together, if you're going to be out in the public, you had to have a portfolio put together, and it is expensive. It is draining to have photo taken after photo, creating, building, whatever it is your craft is, whatever you do for a living, taking all the snapshots so that you can get it out there on social media. That is draining, absolutely draining. And it can make you feel stuck. It can. It can make it seem like, is this ever going to end? How many of these do I need to do? And you need to do a lot, especially in today's world. As we're growing into something new, we really got to put ourselves out there. Some of you, this is about being in a place of stardom. It absolutely is, Virgo. But I feel for a lot of you, whoever this person is may very well be an Aquarius individual. Something that has just been going on for 10-20 years, 10 to 20 years. It could be 10 to 20 weeks, 10 to 20 months, but I feel it's years. The fullness that is around this reading. This may be a child of your own where you've been estranged from them, or a parent, a grandparent, somebody that you love, even your own romantic partner, the two of you not on the same page for that long. For a lot of you, I do feel it is a family member, though, where you're going to finally get that that moment of saying, okay, I never have to look back. I understand what happened. It doesn't matter. It's not going to change my life today, but it will save yourself from being triggered in the future. Now we have the card of the Hermit. I don't read them in the upside down on the detail because I look at both sides. Whatever comes through me on the detail, we're going to look at both sides. So this Hermit card is saying pay attention to whoever is around you. You may have somebody that's whispering in your ear, don't do this, don't do that. It's never going to happen. A little bit of negativity, I feel, has been surrounding you while you've been going through this experience. And a chapter typically can run 10 years. All right. So this is like 2 cycles that you went through in your lifetime of release. And finally, it's like if you've been having financial debt for 10 to 20 years, you're going to come out of that financial debt. So you can see that this is huge, very big moment. And by November, between October and November, right around Libra season itself, your whole world is going to be in a different place. You're going to feel the freedom around you, and you're going to be working and growing along the way, because if you're starting a new chapter, you're starting from scratch, right? So they're saying pay very close attention to whoever is around you. You might even be dealing with another Virgo. But whoever this person is, I feel they're a little bit misleading and misguiding, okay? Misleading and misguiding you. So this is somebody saying, yeah, you can't do it. You know where I'm going with that. Now we have the 5 of Cups, and that is regret. This is looking at what you lost, and it's right underneath the 5 of Pentacles. Looking at what you lost and feeling guilt, and feeling you missed your chance, and you didn't miss your chance, because nothing happens by chance. There is a reason, there is an outcome through this. If this is walking away from a situation where you may be seeing somebody around you as this little bit snaky around you, right? You're going to feel that remorse. You're going to have to go through all the stages of grief and really take a step back and analyze this situation. For a lot of you, this is that opportunity that I said it's getting ready to come in, where you're going to be in the spotlight. And this is feeling like, oh my gosh, you know, with the 5 of Cups, is this ever going to end? Is this ever going to? If you're in the public eye, you're going to get made fun of. You're going to have rocks thrown at you. You're going to get persecuted by many people. Now, it doesn't have to take a whole lot. Remember, one person can just suck somebody backwards really quick. And that's what I feel is around you. This is somebody you already know around you. So instead of listening to what they say and putting yourself in that 5 of Cups, they're saying, no, No, baby, move forward, all right? Take a look at the situation and get yourself out of whatever is going on around you, because it is going to pay off really big by the end of February. You're going to walk away from it. That's what I'm talking about. You're going to walk away from it. You're going to heal a situation. You're going to heal you. You're going to be a brand new person. Brand new, and 8 months would put us very close to the Libra season. That's the end of August, rolling right into Virgo. So kind of in that, August, I feel it's more September and October, rolling into November is what I'm seeing. November is highlighted like big time. This is your year to shine, and you're going to do it. You're starting a brand new from scratch, and yeah, it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work. You're walking away from everything that you love, everything that you've known, and letting go of the guilt and the shame and the fears and anything negative, and saying, you know what, I'm looking at this from a new angle. I'm going to go get my 9th cup. I'm not going to leave you. I'm going to just move forward and grab the 9th cup and bring it right back when you're ready to return. And that is the beauty of this reading right now. So that's a lot of information, and that is specifically meant for you. So now let's really look at some people that are around you. And some of you could be dealing with the zodiac sign of Taurus. You have Aquarius on the board. Virgo is on the board. And I do feel the energy of Scorpio is around you. For some of you, it is definitely a Scorpio. Gemini is also involved in this, and so is Taurus. Okay, so those are the real heavier zodiac signs that I feel you might be dealing with in your life. Sun, moon, rising. This could be when you met them. This could be when you left them, or vice versa. And this may not even be for you. It might be meant for your partner who's dealing with a family situation, okay? Because it's part of your life. You're attached. So you'll hear the messages right now. Some of you have to look at it at this particular person from a different angle. Again, I do feel that there is some negativity around you. They are not on your side. And you may get that. You're so good. You're very heightened when it comes to feeling the senses that we have, the extra senses that we have, tapping into the unseen energies around us like I do, right? And this is that moment for you to decipher whoever it is. But I feel that you have a really good indication of who it is already. If this was applicable to your life, you already know who it is, and you've been suspecting it for a while. And there's that feeling of I don't want to detach from them. But yet you know exactly what to do. So look forward and go get your 9th cup is what I'm hearing for you guys. Now, when it comes to whoever you're dealing with, we have this 5 of Pentacles again. So that's that Taurian energy that I feel you're dealing with. This is somebody who's very stuck and very stubborn. And they may be blocking you from what is actually due to you, Virgo. They may be the one who's whispering in your ear, you can't be in the spotlight. You can't handle it. And you can. And you know you can. So this is that time for you to say, you know what, I do not want to listen to you anymore. I'm not going to do this. But they might also be leaving you feeling lack. For some of you, this is somebody around you, whoever it is, whether it's a family member or a romantic partner, whoever this is, and it could be on your career level, there is that lack. I feel they drained you financially, okay? They took from you. You invested in them. You invested in their education, and they quit school. You invested in their new career, and they took off and left you while you needed to replenish, okay? But whatever this is, there is a positive outcome, and you are going to move forward past this situation, past this person. 5 is very big in your month of February. Fives represent change. You're getting ready to change. You're getting ready to start a brand new cycle. 5, 6, 7, and 8. 5, 6, 7, and 8. And that leaves you to the outcome of what I was saying, where the heightened energy is going to be more later in the year. So for some of you, this is actually acting. I do feel it's in an acting capacity, an actor. This is a public speaking. You're in the limelight somehow. This may be a teacher. okay, where you're talking to groups of like, I see more like 50 people, not 20, not small groups, but like the medium going into the medium-sized groups. And this is your moment to step away from anything that was holding you back or anyone. Now, whoever this is that you've been dealing with, the fives, they were really combative, okay? They may have even created arguments when it comes to your new chapter, okay? Your new chapter. They don't like it. They don't want it. So we have the card of Judgment, all right? And the card of Judgment is absolutely all about what I'm talking about, where you have to make that final call. You have to make that final decision on how you're going to handle this person and this situation. Now, Libra is also in this energy, but it could more, the Libra energy may be that balancing that I feel you might be teeter-tottering by the third week of February because you're not quite sure. Walking away, feeling a little fragile, and walking away from the negative situation, the negative person, very much could be your job, where you've been in a job that is filled with negativity. And I feel there was a lot of gossip around this particular situation, backstabbing, okay? And it doesn't even have to be that it was to you, but you witnessed it, all right? And you're watching these people play out. I feel there's a bully around you, a bully, where they pick on somebody and they hone in on the one that they feel is weakest, all right? You'll have to measure that up, but that may very well be in your work environment. Whatever it is, you've got something flying in from out of the blue. It's going to knock on your door by the end of the week. And that's what I mean. You're going to go grab your 8th cup, your 9th cup. You're going to heal a situation. You're going to grow into a beautiful place in you. You are going to be in the spotlight. All eyes will be on you by the end of February. It may very well be a romance. We have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy with this Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords, it does fly in very fast. It's not even planned. We don't know where it comes from. We can view it like a blessing sent down from heaven, right? It's like it just shows up on your doorstep, or they do. This situation has a lot of communication attached to it, and I feel some of you are going to get an offer, an actual offer, when it comes to AI. So this is working for a high official, for a legal firm, something that has to do with law attached to AI, maybe writing new rules or forming policies or moving into a line of politics itself. But whatever this opportunity is, you're going to do it. You're going to make the decision to move forward. And if you're dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, if you're dealing with somebody who can be cutting with their words, whether they know it or not, generally they're honest. Let's face it, we all have our good days and bad days where sometimes we fib and sometimes we tell the truth. But we're moving into a world of transparency where everything we say we will be held accountable for, and it will be in this lifetime. So I feel whoever you are dealing with is actually recognizing that. And this offer, this person is going to be real, it is going to be truthful, and you won't have to question it at all. It's going to be exactly what they say it is. So it's a wonderful moment for you to walk away from anything that was holding you back. You're jumping into, it's a major, it's not a leap of faith. This is like being pushed. It's like, oh, you think you can't get up? Here, let us pull the chair out from under you. Who's us? The unseen. We don't know where it comes from. So let's take a look at any adversities that may come in along the way. Please subscribe to this channel, thumbs up this video, and share it with other people so that we can get out there to the community and help others that need to hear these messages. All right, we have the Nine of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the King of Wands. So what I'm getting at, definitely we have the Queen of Swords is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but it could be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. But I feel more so than that zodiac sign. I feel that this is something that took place around the holiday season, all right? It could have been this last holiday season where they came knocking on your door, where somebody said, hey, hi, I haven't seen you in a while. And that happened a lot for a lot of people. They heard from people in the past that they hadn't heard from in years. I personally had like 5 people that I hadn't heard from in years, even a lifetime since I was young, come back into my life in December. So I was involved in that as well. But this may have been a situation, that when it comes to the decade, 10 to 20 year decade, that it took place at a holiday event, a family event. You were dealing with somebody who is very stuck and stubborn, and for some of you, it may have very well been you. So the adversity with this Nine of Cups and Two of Pentacles is saying you have the option to recalibrate your thought process. You will decide whether you want to carry this person into the future with you. And some of you may do exactly what I said. Go get your 9th cup and just here, I'll be back when I'm back. I don't know. I'm not going to give you a specific date. We'll resume this when I'm done getting my cup and I'll bring it back. While others of you, this is your 9th cup. This is actually what you dreamed about. So the adversity is to stay balanced and speak that truth that's inside of you, and speak from a place of passion, okay? Like you really know you love it or them and you want it, okay? And that will bring that 9th cup into you very, very quickly. So let's pull a couple messages, whatever they want you to hear, whatever they want you to know. Adversity, and that's what I'm talking about. You guys have been through a lot of changes, a lot of strife in order to get to this point, because it has taken such a long time. 10 to 20 years is a very long time. 10 to 20 months is a long time. Not 10 to 20 weeks isn't that long, but it is a very long time, and the energy around it is very full, which would indicate years, not months. And we have the card of regret. You're not going to make a decision that you regret. You will have no regrets by whatever action you're going to take by the end of this month. If this is a judgment period where you are reconvening with a situation and experience in your mind, but I feel for a lot of you, it's somebody going to show up from out of the blue. It doesn't mean that they hurt you. It's like, I feel this particular scenario is more, you didn't know what happened. You just didn't know. They were gone. They vanished, or you guys got into a little squabble, and then next thing you know, there was so much grief over words that were said that could not be undone, or you didn't know how to fix it. But whatever it is, you're going to have gratitude, absolute gratitude. Every experience that we go through, Virgo, leads us to a new venture in life. It reactivates the passion inside of us. That's the creative side of us. That's the side that goes out and stands in the spotlight. And that's exactly what I see you doing in the month of February. But it's going to heighten over the next several months. Now let's take a look at love. If you are married in a relationship right now, we're going to look at you first, and then we'll look at singles. So everything I'm talking about could have to do with your relationship, most definitely. Let go of control issues, all right? Let go of control issues, because this newness is coming in. It's coming in from out of the blue. Now, when I feel, I've already expressed so much about the situation, and it could be on the romantic level, everything that I expressed, it may very well be with your partner. There's a brand new beginning coming in, a brand new chapter in your life experience, which was in, I believe, the sign of Cancer. So if you're dealing with the sign of Cancer, if you're with somebody who's a Cancer, I'm pretty sure it was that one. It's where it was almost identical in the message. If it wasn't that one, it was Aries, so you can check those two out. But this is just letting go and allowing things to flow the way they're supposed to. And don't fight it if somebody shows up on your doorstep, okay, or calls you and says, hey, we want to give you this job back again. It's up to you whether you take it, and that's the attitude that they want you. They, above, are guiding me to say they want you to take it in that way. Now, when you let go of the control issues, when you let go of the control issues, that's when everything just starts flowing in and just starts moving everything around so that the positive starts feeding into whatever's going on around you. So it's very, very beautiful energy. Now, if you are single, heal those family issues. And that's what's taking place in the month of February. But it will end in meeting somebody that you never thought would happen. Once you heal this, and again, you're ending a chapter in your life, 10 or 20-year cycle. You're ending an old pattern, an old programming that was blocking you from actually having a truly beautiful relationship. So right now, Virgo, this is you really grabbing the bull by the horns and saying, you know what? I do want a relationship. You're going to get your 9th cup. And that 9th cup is going to show up on that night of the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Horses. It's going to show up and say, hey, babe, what's up? What's happening? And you're going to be like, okay, thank you. So you guys, I hope you have an amazing February. Please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and much love.